and make sure we could fucking hear everybody. Hold on. Alright, talk everyone.
Hello.
Whoa. Check, check, 1, 2. What up, what up? Check, check, 1, 2.
We're good. We are good.
Hello, everybody, and welcome.
Back?
Back?
I don't know, dude. This is Thankskilling. We're Death by Daylight. Fucking. We're gonna do an episode. It's about Thankskilling. There's a turkey and shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds so defeated.
I know, right?
It's okay.
Um,
You got this.
Drinking.
We're back up, so we got this.
Alright. Well,
Tell that
so-
shit to my dick when I feel defeated. I'm like, we're back up, buddy. We're good to go. Let's keep going.
What this calls for is a fucking shot.
Do it.
Because, damn. So what is everybody shooting?
Let's go.
Take this 1942.
Josh?
I've got some apple pie moonshine.
Is that good?
No.
It's like warm apple pie.
No, I was gonna get the fucking blackberry one, and they didn't have it, so I got stuck with this shit. And it's gross. The blackberry one masks the moonshine perfectly. This doesn't taste like apples or pie, or
Tastes like
apple
moonshine?
pie. It tastes like moonshine. Like it's brown tinted moonshine. Like someone took a shit in my moonshine and then stirred it around, and that's what my moonshine tastes like.
Added some cinnamon. They're like, it's apple pie flavor. Now just drink it.
And it's gonna burn. It burns going in. It's gonna burn coming out. Moonshine's not good for anybody, but I almost had a premonition that I was gonna need grain alcohol this evening, and I've been largely sober. I've almost stopped drinking, and I was excited about having a drink tonight, and grain alcohol seems to do the trick.
Well,
I slept with this girl once, and I said the same thing. I'm like, it's gonna burn going in, and it's gonna burn coming out.
That's fucking
Gobble.
classic
Gobble, gobble.
Jesus. So we'll get back into everything. We're gonna take a shot first, and then we're just gonna start the episode over. I don't have to be anywhere tomorrow, and neither do you. So we're just gonna start from the tippity top as soon as I'm able to grab my bearings here. I was limping a little bit after we had to restart. I'm getting back into it now. I've had a sip of my old English, and here we go. Cheers, everybody.
cheers,
Cheers.
to being back online.
Yeah.
Oh, that's delicious.
Oh, it's not good.
Oh, I'm shooting Jim Beam Black, and it's not that good
Ooh.
to shoot either.
Oh, good lord. Hello everybody, and welcome to Death by Daylight. My name is Josh Money, and this is episode 34. We are talking about Thankskilling. Fantastic episode that we've got coming for you. I'm going to hold off on the Thankskilling for a little bit. We're going to introduce everybody and find out what they're drinking. Tonight we've got Ernie.
What up, everybody?
What are you drinking, bud?
Coffee, White Claws, and Jim Beam.
That sounds like a blackout.
Maybe.
That's
But,
like why
I mean-
Four Locos used to make you black out. You'd have a bunch of caffeine and then a bunch of liquor.
And then you went to go liquor, and boom.
Heyo.
For Loco.
Gobble, gobble. Okay, I'll stop.
I have
No, do not stop. It's
No,
fucking
no.
amazing every time.
Yeah, Christian. I hope Christian and or Amanda is listening because Christian, the first time we ever drank Four Locos, I've never seen him throw up that much in my entire life. He threw up into a trash bag. He was probably throwing up for an hour and a half. Not straight, obviously, but he couldn't move because he was throwing up for that long. So it's a good Four Locos story. Jesus, how you doing tonight, buddy?
What's going on? What's going on, everyone?
What are you drinking tonight, buddy?
I'm drinking a mango White Claw, and I got me some 1942 Don Julio.
Wow, 1942.
Feel a little bougie. It's Thanksgiving.
A little bougie. Just a little bougie.
It's,
I'm surprised there's not a rapper with that name.
Lil Bougie? Oh, you haven't heard his mixtape? Shit goes hard, bro.
Oh, dude, there's so many goddamn mixtapes.
I bought that
There's so
mixtape
many
on Canal
mixtapes.
Street. And
You
What
bought
were
that
you saying,
mixtape
Michelle?
on what?
on Canal Street in New York. Like, he literally just handed it to me, so it was in my hands. I had to buy it.
Oh, fuck that. I throw it right
That's what
back
they
at their
do to
face.
you. Jesus and I have had this conversation because people have tried to dupe us by handing us their mixtape and then being like, how much do you want to pay for it? I don't want to pay anything for it, if I'm being honest. And
Yeah.
I'm not going to pay for it. You can have it back. Keep your supply because there's no demand. Michelle is with us. Michelle now passing most people that have made appearances here in both quality and quantity. Those are shots to everybody that is not on this episode. Fuck you. Get your asses back on here. And Michelle, what are you drinking tonight?
Well, thank you for the lovely introduction. My agent
course.
appreciates that, and I know we're still
Please.
discussing prices and everything, but that
Gobble,
aside,
gobble.
damn it, that was good. All right.
It was very well timed, yes.
That was perfect. I'm drinking the best made pickle beer, but it's the spicy one.
Ooh.
I already feel the heartburn coming on, so I might switch to White Claw or something. And then,
Always
of
good to
course,
switch
Fuck
to a
that.
White Claw.
Shoot it with
Yeah.
Tums.
Shoot,
Nice.
right? I'm about to just crush them in there. And then mezcal on the side, of course.
We have Rebecca saying, Michelle, woo!
That's my friend. She's in California. She's beautiful and lovely and brilliant. Yeah. that's her.
California.
Josh would like to know what's her at, though.
I would like to know that. Yeah, so we've got a great episode. Oh, I got to get to P-Dubs. Well, I'll fucking figure it out. I'm in the zone right now. We got all sorts of stuff going on for you. Ernie's gonna play the Oni because the turkey was a demon, and also he's got a super cool skin. Actually, he's already playing it.
The Oni or
And,
the turkey? Oh, I love me some turkey skin. God damn.
Do
This
you?
one's deep fried?
Yeah, so deep fried turkey, delicious. Oven roasted turkey, delicious. My family personally goes with the oven roasted. The stuffing's actually in there, and it is phenomenal. It's very good. Leftover turkey sandwiches the next day. That's a fucking winner there, boys. That's a twofer, is what we call it. We got some housekeeping stuff going on. Again, we're back from a little bit of a hiatus. We took a little break after we did 8 episodes in October, and it was rough. It was a lot of stuff, and so we took a little break. But we're back. The country is in a better place than it was in October. The world is in a better place than it was in October. We try not to get political here, but FDT, but Donald Trump. Nipsey said it, baby. We're on this motherfucker. And yes, thank you. And so we're very energized and ready to bring you the rest of the year. And also Jesus, this is going to be his last regular episode. For sure, not his last episode. He's a very dear friend of ours, like in real life, and so he's never going to be off like the show completely. But he's going to be. Well, you say it. I don't want to make the announcement for you. You made the announcement, but why? Talk about your schooling.
Well, I'm going to be going through my final semester. Getting my
Air horns.
bachelor's
Can't.
degree in nursing.
Oh yeah, fuck.
Make the sound.
Burr, 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 burr.
I'll settle for a gobble gobble.
Gobble gobble.
Gobble gobble.
Yeah, so I'm going through my final semester, getting my bachelor's degree. It's going to be a tough class. I start next week, so I'll try to be on as much as I possibly can. But they told me that this last class is going to be really tough, so I'm going to have to focus as much as I can, paying fucking thousands and thousands of dollars, trying to go ahead and get that shit taken care of real quick, and then I'll be back on with you guys routinely. So I'm gonna miss you guys. Baby. I'm gonna, like I said, I'll be on as much as I possibly can. And yeah, here's I guess cheers to you boys. Thank you guys. It's been a great fucking quarantine doing this with you.
Cheers, buddy. Cheers. Glad to have you on. Very grateful for you to be in my life and on this show. And this is gonna sound a little sarcastic because I'm in a weird place, but I'm very, very proud of you. For what you're doing, and as someone who has a degree and someone who's been through that part of it and went through some rough shit in the middle, like you have to live your life in the middle of it, man. I couldn't be more proud of what you're doing. So congratulations.
Appreciate that.
And we're gonna have you on whenever you can is the deal here. So that'll be great. So some less mushy stuff going forward. The drinking game this evening. We know you're home. We know that you're being responsible and you're not out. And you're for sure not out if you're listening to us, because what a waste of catching COVID that would be if you're out and listening to us. Yeah, so we're very excited to be with you, and we know that you're not doing anything. So the drinking game, I want a commitment here, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to drink every time he fucking gets a hook. I want you to drink every time he gets destroys a generator. I want you to drink on the first and third kills, and I want you to take shots with us when it's appropriate. He doesn't have a kill yet, but it's looking like he's gonna get a pretty good match out of this. Yeah, so, well, there's a hook already, so that can be your first drink. Commit to drinking with us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We usually don't condone, we usually leave you to your devices. I want a fucking commitment. I want to go fucking hard in the paint. Pete Ugly stopping by to say what up, y'all. What's up, Sega? Sega!
What up?
You can listen to some of Sega's music on his Facebook page. He also put your link down there, Sega. They can go listen to what you've got going on.
Put your OnlyFans on there too, bro. It's a nice dick.
Put your OnlyFans on there, so show somebody your dick. He's in ecstasy right now because he got his PS5 ordered. We're all very jealous. I'm fucking jealous because I have to wait like another month. So, yeah. So, very, very excited to bring you this episode. We're gonna go ahead and get into the movie. That's what everybody's here for. We're gonna be talking about Thanksgiving traditions. We're gonna be talking about favorite Thanksgiving foods. But we're also and mostly going to be talking about Thankskilling. There's a lot of things that I want to get to in this movie. There's a lot to unpack. And let's get fucking started. I want to get people's opinion about this movie, and I want to go last. So we're going to get ready, get prepared, get your minds ready. What did you think about Thankskilling? If you're out there and you're listening, give us a fucking... you can give us a number grade out of 10. You can give us what you thought about the movie. We'd love to hear your opinions if you've seen it. Rebecca says, I'm PS4 Blaze Engage 11. Let's play. We will get you, as soon as Ernie starts to play a Survivor, he will add you and get you in there. If you mean that you want to play DVD, absolutely. We'll get you into a game. So hang in there, Rebecca. When he plays Survivor, we'll get you in and add you in that stuff. So Jesus, I'm gonna go to you first because I know you watched it. What is and I know you watched it this week, right?
Yeah, I didn't finish it this week, but I've seen it 20 times before already.
Yeah. So what is your not your first impression then? So we're all veterans of this movie. How do you internalize this movie? How do you feel about this movie deep down?
I fucking love this movie. I think it's one of those movies where you have to know going in. Like going in, you need to know that you're not expecting to see your scary slasher film where you're trying to be jumping out of your seat. Like, this is from the name of the title, Thankskilling. Like, that you're going in to see some bullshit. And because of it, I fucking love every second of it. All the corniness, all the fucking cheesy puns and everything. I fucking love it, dude. It's so fucking great. I try to watch it every year, right before Thanksgiving, and you know, shout out to my homegirl Juice who put me on that movie for the first time. Because when she told me about it, she's like, "Yeah, this movie's about a killer turkey." I'm like, "Shut the fuck up!" Like, what? Like, yeah, it's a fucking killer turkey. It's going around, fucking banging bitches with a gravy flavored condom. Like, you're gonna love this movie. I'm like,
Yeah, baby, yeah.
I love it. All right, say less. Let's put this shit on right now. So, yeah, it's fucking dope. Big fan of the movie.
Excellent. Ernie's in a match. Ernie, if you want to, you can go now. If you think it's gonna end soon, you've got 2 kills. Oh, 2 kills! Let's fucking take a shot. Shots. Let's do it. Everybody at home, it's time to take shots. I know that was... I won't ever do the shots thing again. I didn't like it, you didn't like it.
I didn't like it.
Boats.
Gobble.
I just got
Gobble,
excited. Yeah, it was terrible. But I do get excited by hearing that song, so maybe, I mean, it's not great, but it happens.
Like, this is probably gonna cause some controversy, and we could get into this later. But the killer turkey, he's a better killer than Ghostface. I'm gonna say that.
Ooh, Michelle, get your boy. Zan, get your boy, dog.
He's definitely not as sloppy. He goes for the kill and he gets it.
Ooh, damn. Let's take shots before we start fighting, eh? Fucking cheers, boys.
Cheers.
This one is to... Actually, I don't want to go because I have a special toast I need to make, so someone else go.
This is
I want
you go ahead.
I want to cheers to some nice tits, bitch. Fucking love that line in the movie.
Beautiful. That's a great line. That's a great line. Cheers, boys. Oh, it only gets worse.
So, GG's. You guys are getting another shot.
Oh.
Sweet. We'll take it in a little bit here because I'm having a rough time.
We're taking
no,
it fucking
no.
now, Josh.
I need full commitment.
Commitment. You just fucking said it. Let's go. Let's go, boys.
All right, I'm gonna fucking do it, but I don't like this. I don't like what's going on here.
I'm pouring it out.
All right. No, I mean, I'm gonna fucking do it. Are you
Take a
fucking
shot
silly?
for
I'm
me.
still gonna send it.
Send it.
Are you sure it still fucking runs?
Oh, I love it.
All right,
All right.
cheers, boys. To 4Ks.
To 4Ks.
And to fucking to old Hermit Oscar. Cheers.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Salud.
Okay, let's get it rough.
Moo Freeze says, "You fucking commit."
Jared, you son of a bitch.
Oh, it's Jared?
Yeah, it's Jared.
Nice.
He also said, "Oh God, my hangover just went away." Because that motherfucker knows how to party. He also knows how to get hungover. Had to fucking spatula him off the floor a couple times. Michelle, you're... Oh, actually, Ernie, you go real quick before you jump into... Are you going to play Survivor? Do you want to add Rebecca now?
I'm gonna do a little bit of killer for a while.
Okay. Rebecca, we're going to get you in. Promise. Yes, so... well, go ahead with what you want to say about the movie so you can jump back in the game without having to worry about it, and then we'll go to Michelle.
It's fucking amazing.
Really?
It's a killer turkey. It starts off by saying, "Nice tits, bitch." It's fucking amazing.
Yes. All right.
The first time I had sex, I took off my shirt and she told me that. She's like, "Nice tits, bitch."
Oh, Jesus. All right. Well, Michelle, what do you got to say about the movie? This is interesting to me because you had never seen it.
Yes.
So
that is
I'd love to get your impression of it.
So, when Ernie messaged me and he was like, "Hey, we're watching this film this week, blah blah blah," I was like, "Cool! Like, I actually haven't seen it. I was so excited, etc." We were messaging. Quite literally after the opening scene, I messaged him, "What the fuck am I watching?" But honestly,
yes.
it does so many things, like, not right.
Oh.
It's okay to say that
Like,
they're right,
it's-
okay?
No, I mean, it's like the whole, like the horror tropes, like you have like the slutty friend, you have the semi-intelligent one, but like it just amplifies all of that. Like the girl who plays like the dumb slutty one, at one point she's like, "But I'm not smart." Like she's like taking it. She's like, "Yes, I am this character," and like after you see certain people killed, you see their relatives like, "Oh no, well, moving on," which is stuff that happens in like better horror films, but they're just kind of like making fun of that in this really clever way. And honestly, I knew what I was getting into as soon as, again, the opening scene, like it's literally just tits in your face. Wow.
Yeah.
Like, awesome.
Cheers, boys. Cheers. Gobble, gobble.
Fucking cheers, boys. Gobble, gobble.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You don't
I
gotta tell
think
me
what-
twice about cheersing to tits.
I've
they're
seen that
gorgeous.
movie
Cheers.
20 times and the intro 400 times. So
Oh, fuck.
You almost made me spit out my drink there.
Yeah, I heard it. I heard it.
But I think what kind of really made it was like not just, of course, that, but that was pretty great. But was the costume that she's wearing. It's like you can tell it's from a Halloween, like those spirit stores, like cheapy, like polyester, has like a tie. Like it's so like they didn't even try,
well,
you know.
fun
So-
fun fact: the original budget for the movie was $3,500.
Yeah, and like they're okay with like showing that. Like most people are like, oh, this film only had like X amount, right? But they did the best that they could. They're like, fuck it, let's just use like my grandma's house, my neighbor's house.
Yeah.
Did anyone have like a black kind of pilgrim looking something? That'll do, And it's just so good because of that. Because they're not like shying away from. They're owning it. They're owning it. So I was about it. I cracked up and I was messaging Ernie like, "What the hell? This is amazing."
Well, so I think that all of your opinions are fantastic. I thank everybody for going and watching the movie and that kind of thing. And so, for me personally, and I happen to be, someone who really enjoys, film. We do a podcast about largely horror movies. Sometimes we do serial killers and that stuff. But, I do a lot of stuff involving, horror movies, and I pride myself on being someone who watches film and loves film. And it's hard for me. It's hard for me to sit there and say what I'm about to say. I get that they tried. I get that they, someone put their whole soul into this movie. And someone really, did everything they could to make this a good movie and to make this something that was entertaining. And they fucking nailed it. Because this movie is amazing.
Dude, I had no idea where you were going with this.
Oh, dude, the suspense! I was like, wait, what the
I was
fuck?
pleasantly
It's
surprised.
so fucking good.
I was about to start I was already making arguments in my head about like, nah, and then all right, you got me, gobble gobble.
So I told Michelle, and because I wanted that suspense to build, I wanted, last night Michelle and I were talking about this movie, and I said, you know what, I love Krampus, I watch it every year. Sometimes I watch Krampus twice a year because I love that movie. But, anyone that compares these two movies hasn't seen one of those movies. And I was not lying. I think that that's the truth. I think that those movies could not possibly be in different worlds other than the fact that they're both holiday-themed movies. But they're both brilliant in their own way, and this movie is fucking phenomenal. Every second of the movie...
Sorry,
Go ahead.
that comparison. Sorry, I don't think I responded to you, but like just reading that, like the comparison of those two, and like you clearly know the other person hasn't seen the other one if they're making said comparison. But yeah, totally agree, dude.
Well, and so this movie does so many things well. There's no part of the movie that isn't entertaining, and much like some genius movies of the past, you question whether the person that wrote it, the person that is filming, the cinematographer, you wonder if they're a genius or they're an idiot. And maybe they're a little bit of both, but the movie is so entertaining. And what should movies be if not entertaining? There's a lot of answers to that. They should be beautiful. They should be thought-provoking. This isn't any of those things, but it is incredibly entertaining from start to finish. And so I've got a couple ways we're going to break down this movie. We're going to talk about some of our favorite parts. I'm going to give you, again, inside of 60 seconds synopsis because it's not very complicated. We're going to get into our favorite parts of the movie. And then throughout the episode, I am going to sprinkle a dusting of my favorite characters of the movie. I've listed them, I've ranked them, and I'm going to give them out little by little as the episode goes. And we're going to get into this fucking masterpiece of a B movie, Thankskilling. Watch it. Watch it before you see your family. You know what? Instead of Zooming with your family tomorrow, watch Thankskilling. It's more entertaining. And we're going to get into that. So, very briefly, I'm going to start with my...
Josh?
I fucked it up. Sorry. I'm going to get into
Got
my
too
first...
excited. You blew your gravy, baby.
I did. I blew my gravy, baby. I gave her a gravy boat, baby. So my first favorite character of the movie is not surprising. It's not, a big, terrible, crazy reveal, but Turkey is my favorite character of the movie. Just a masterful performance of whoever did the voice of Turkey. His lines are the best lines for the most part. Anytime the turkey's talking, you're enamored, you're enthralled, you're entertained to the highest degree. Anytime turkey is talking, it's fantastic. Even the little things, there are little things that aren't even really lines, like they're almost off screen, they're whispers when he's calling someone a motherfucker, things like that are really well done. The voice actor, I'd be very interested, and I haven't looked this up, I wish I would have, to see if he's done other work, because he's so good. That's the first character. The number one ranking character in this movie is going to be Turkey. I don't think that's going to come as a surprise to the audience. I don't think it's going to come as a surprise to people who watched it. The Turkey is very well done. Am I right or am I right?
No, he's fucking amazing. I fucking love that turkey.
All right, so Go ahead.
I didn't know it was Turkey, like I-E. Like, that's his name.
Yeah.
And I kept saying, like, turkey, like, E-Y. Like, I was texting my sister, you need to watch this movie. There's, like, a killer turkey. His name is Turkey. And, like, I misspelled, like, yeah, that to me was even clever. Or not clever, but just hilarious that they, like, made his name Turkey, but they just made that little change at the end.
Yeah, I mean, it's so subtle, and then it's one of those things where, like, you watch the movie, you don't read IMDb or whatever, and then you get it on IMDb, and you're so delighted that they've named this turkey Turkey. It's just very well done. But so we're gonna get into some of our favorite parts of the movie, but before we do that, a very brief synopsis. There's a bunch of teens. They're going on a camping trip. Some of them are trying to hook up with other ones. Some of them are very obvious about trying to hook up with Johnny, who's the main quarterback, the main character of the backup quarterback for his high school team. And they get hunted by a killer turkey. That's what happens. They're at the campsite, then they go home, then they get hunted at home. That's as much of the plot as you need to understand to follow along with what we're going to be talking about. So what Megan is here, Luis is here. Hello, Megan and Luis. Very glad to have you along. Thank you for the sunglass faces. Hi, Violet. Your Uncle Josh loves you. Happy Thanksgiving, Violet. And we are going back to... We're going to be talking about our favorite parts. And I just have some lines really quick. I'm going to also, like, sprinkle these lines out throughout the episode. I don't want to give them all up front. But they are going to be in chronological order so that you guys can kind of follow the movie in your heads. But that first line, it comes very, very early in. Very early in. Is one of my favorite lines of the movie. And, oh no. Okay, I got it. And my first favorite line comes from Oscar the Hermit. His dog. he tells his dog, he's like, all right, is Flashy is the dog's name. He's like, all right, Flashy, go out there. I'll see you in a bit. All right, Flashy. And then, like, when the dog runs away, he's like talking to himself, and he's like, he's just a dog, Oscar, and I'm just a lonely old hermit. Oh, it's so good. So Oscar the Hermit, great character. We'll see how he ranks amongst the others, but that's kind of the spirit of the movie. Is the shots are not cinematically good. It looks like it was shot on a home movie, on like a home movie camera, like a home video camera, something you could buy at Sears when you were 13 and your mom was looking to record your birthday or whatever. Like that's.
Oh,
what
I
it was
thought your
shot
mom
on.
was gonna be recording something else with that Sears camera.
No. Oh. So, I mean, maybe they did. I don't know. I haven't looked at those tapes. So, the brilliance of the movie is that the actors could either be geniuses that are reading these lines in the worst possible way, or they truly found the worst actors on the planet to play these parts. And Oscar the Hermit is a perfect example of that. Everything he says is fucking hilarious because it sounds ridiculous. His cadence is bad, his delivery is bad, and this is just fucking hilarious. Again, he's just a dog, Oscar, and I'm just a lonely hermit.
I know that the casting for this was done in the director's garage. That's how fucking low budget this shit was.
So Jesus is going to give you one of his favorite parts of the movie. Then Michelle is going to go after that while we comment, and then we'll get into another character reveal on the ranking. Drink. After that, the drink is coming up soon, and then we'll keep going from there. So Jesus, go ahead, Ernie. Sorry.
I got you guys another shot.
Yeah, I saw that.
Let's do it. I love it. I'm fucking taking shots. Let's go. Everybody at home, you need to be taking shots with us. Luis, Rebecca, Jared, Caesar. Oh, hold on. We have a special dedication for this shot. I know I said I had another one, and I will do that one, but this is also a special dedication. Happy birthday, Caesar! It was yesterday. We don't have an air horn, but if we did, we would fucking... Thank you, Michelle. Happy birthday, Caesar. Just the best. You're just the best. You've taught me more about alcohol than alcoholism ever could. And I love talking to you every time I stroll into your place of business. I've been doing it for about 5 years now. We've known each other, and it feels like no time at all, buddy, because you're fantastic. So happy birthday, Caesar. Cheers. This one's to Caesar. Cheers.
Salud.
Cheers.
Also, Caesar, we know that you hated that, so let it sink in. We know you hated it. That's okay, because sometimes birthdays are for other people and not about you. Jesus, bring tell us one of your favorite parts of the movie.
Definitely one of my favorite parts in the movie has to be that coffee scene. When he fucking rings the doorbell and the turkey just has that fucking nose and glasses, and then he just like invites him in. He's just like, yeah, come on in. I got hazelnut coffee for you, and they're just having a conversation.
He's like, oh, hello. I didn't know Caitlin had a little midget friend. The turkey's literally wearing like Oscar Marx glasses with the mustache and the nose. Oh, it's so fucking good, dude.
Oh, dude, that shit had me fucking dying. And then also too when he kills him and he's like wearing his face, and she's like, "Hey, Daddy," gives him a fucking hug.
Dude, the face that he made is so tiny too, like with the full mustache, but it's tiny.
That shit was
Michelle, what do you got for us on your favorite part, or one of your favorite parts?
God damn it, sorry. Just the Groucho glasses. So he knocks
Yeah.
on the door, like, "Oh hey, I'm a friend of your daughter's." Oh,
hey there,
okay.
I'm looking for Caleb.
Yeah,
His
like
fucking
what?
voice, yes.
And like it's so okay. Like it's so like yes, this is fine. Anyway, for me, it's such a little detail, but I really loved it. Well, two, but the one that I'm going to mention, I'll mention both. But it's when I guess like the nerdy friend is telling the story of the background of the turkey, how he became a killer, etc.
Yes.
And he mentions the pilgrims, and I guess the like quote unquote slutty dumb character. What's her name? Allie. She just like interrupts the story and she's like, "Oh, I dated a pilgrim," and it just cuts to them kind of looking at each other, and then it cuts back to the like animated storytelling because it's telling the story like in an animation,
Right,
and just above that it says no she didn't, and like this like really like fancy almost old English font, so it's like, "Oh, I dated a pilgrim." They all look at her, goes back to that, "No she didn't."
Beautiful.
Or
Beautiful.
so it's a little tiny thing, but they had to throw it in there, like, "Oh, just in case you forgot, like she's dumb," and the other part was like the other like singing montage when again the nerdy friend loses. Oh my gosh,
Billy,
who's
Billy,
Billy.
Billy.
Billy? Yeah, and it's
Wait,
like
save the
him
Billy
singing.
song.
Oh my
If,
gosh,
Was
if
it
you're
like
gonna get into it,
you're my
save it for
best
the next.
let's
friend,
save it.
Billy?
Okay, so
Just
I'll
save it a little while.
okay. It's just that like again, it's this movie was clever about getting certain not just even horror movie tropes or like things used commonly in horror films, but just films in general. And that was such like a rom-com kind of feeling to it, and I'm like, Jesus, like this movie just keeps getting better and better.
Oh, it does. It keeps
But
getting
I will
better.
say, I think for me, number one was that part where, "Oh, I dated a pilgrim." No, she didn't.
No,
Or
she didn't.
yeah,
Fantastic. So I'm gonna sprinkle in Ernie also whenever you can or you want to
So
jump in with one of your favorite parts or whatever. I know you're not in a game, so if you want to
yeah,
talk about it now or whenever you want to talk about it.
yeah. I mean, my favorite part is the sex scene where like just like how do you fucking like not realize you're banging a turkey? Like,
So
oh,
to set
it's
it up for someone very briefly, the slutty girl is getting bent over by some dude that she's fucking, and the turkey kills the dude and then starts fucking her. She doesn't seem to notice, and then the turkey ends up killing her as well. So,
you just
and
got
at one
stuffed,
point,
bitch.
what does he say? He goes, "You just got stuffed, bitch." But what I'm talking about specifically with like stuff that isn't even like a fire ass line is when he's fucking her. He's like, "Oh yeah, yeah, get it." And like, it's just so fucking funny, dude. It's so good. Like every line he does, even if it's not supposed to be like a scorcher, it's just so fucking funny.
Also, I got another 4K on that one, so it's,
Jeez. Well, we took the first shot at least, right? Thank God.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Uh, and oh, at one point, no. So my favorite like little like part of that isn't like a fire ass line is he's like fucking her and he's like, fuck the shit out of you, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, dude, it's so funny. So here's another shot. Here's a fucking another shot. We're gonna do a shot for the 4 kill here, and this is gonna be a little bit of an out of nowhere, and I'm sorry, and to everybody who's like just not expecting something like this, but had a homie pass away today, and specifically a very good homie of a couple of homies. Luis and Megan lost a very close friend today, and someone that I had I'd kept in touch with since high school. An absolute inspiration of a dude, and I don't want to get too far into it, but it was a very very weird day, and rest in power. 29 years old, you know what I mean. So this cheers is gonna go out to Jerry. Jerry, we hope you're out there in that fucking RV park in the sky, bud, because you were fucking rocking it. So cheers to everybody. Take a shot. This is for the 4K. Jerry, rest in power, buddy. Cheers.
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 Ah. All right.
So I'm gonna switch over to Survivor because I didn't realize how good I'd be with Oni. I don't want to get you guys too plastered.
Did you add our friend Rebecca?
Oh shit, no. Um,
Add her, add her, add her.
how do I do this?
No idea.
I need her fucking
Her at is here. I'll get it for you. Her
It's
at is
Blaze.
Blaze N by itself. Gauge 11. Rebecca is gonna add you. If you're in for Survivor, you'll play a Survivor game with him, and if you make it out, you'll have one of us take a shot. Well, all of us, I guess.
I need it.
Um,
I can't find it because there's like a little hashtag that you have to put too for DVD.
Ooh, the gauge is just Gage, and then Blaze, you're forgetting an E after the Z.
yeah, that's Blazungag.
Yeah, Ernie.
Oh,
So,
oh no!
all right, spell that out for me again.
I'll do it. I'll do it. Okay, Blaze
Okay,
Ngage.
11.
Ernie.
got it. Yes. No, do not do it. Oops, wrong one. There we go.
Drink with us, rock with us. We know you ain't got shit to do tomorrow. Don't pretend. You ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to
You ain't
lie.
got to lie, Chris.
And so the next person on my character ranking, this may not be a surprise to people. It may be a surprise. I don't know how you guys feel. Is Oscar the Hermit. Every time he's on screen, he absolutely fucking crushes it. Every line that he says is really good. He's a hero. He fucking helps save them and actually gives the shotgun blast to the turkey before. Um, and is just trying to fucking avenge his dog. We never condone is more harrowing for me than any other human death ever recorded on a movie. So we don't ever want to see a dog die, but if they do die, we want to see Oscar the Hermit fucking wrecking shop and trying to kill the turkey that killed his dog. Um, and so he's going to be number 2 on our character ranking, closely followed by another favorite part of mine, and then we'll go back around. One of another character named Darren. So Darren plays the kind of nerdy, kind of smart guy who's hanging out with the cool kids. Kind of gets picked on, but he doesn't really know what to say. And at one point, they're all in the car and they're about to get to the campsite, and they're all talking about like, "Yeah, this trip is gonna be great" or whatever. And he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get fucking wasted, and I'm gonna have some beers, and I'm gonna have some sex with one of you." And he's like, I'm gonna be doing one of the sexing. I'm gonna be the one doing the sexing to one of you guys. And I just thought that was brilliantly written. Like, who else would he possibly be having sex with? He doesn't differentiate between the men or the women. He's just like, I'm gonna have sex, and it's gonna be with one of you guys. And I really loved the character overall, as you'll find out eventually. But I thought he was really, really great, and I thought that line was specifically very funny, and again, very close to the beginning of the movie, because every scene of this movie is absolute fire. So, um, yeah, that's where mine is. How do you guys feel about the character ranking of Oscar the Hermit?
I'm okay with him. I'll allow it. He to me towards the end, mind you, he did do the killing of said turkey. Um, he just kept getting in the way, or he was like showing up randomly. But like, I think that that's like the lure of that character. You know, I mean, yeah. As far as like characters go, he's like the only other kind of well-rounded, has kind of a backstory because we know he lost his wife because I think after he says, the line that you mentioned in the beginning, he also says like afterwards like I lost my wife and now, like so I don't know, it's
And now a turkey killed my dog.
yeah. So, I yes. Yes.
Well, that's. I mean, I really like the rank, and I realize that there's other people that can go in those rankings, but I just feel like he absolutely crushed it. So, Jesus, you're next on a line or a moment that you want to talk about.
Um, as far as what, dude, these shots are starting to hit me. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a good thing I switched to Survivor then.
just
Yeah.
talk about just talk about something you like, dude. Like,
Uh, about the movie?
He's gonna be like, so my favorite part is the intro where they show tits.
So, did we talk about the part with the tits? Because
we did, yes, we did.
all right, so I want to talk to you guys about the part with the tits, because I'm just kidding. No, so if you see on the movie trailer, well, not the movie trailer, but like the poster, it says "gobble gobble motherfucker" on it.
Gobble gobble.
Yeah, gobble gobble. That tagline was actually created before they even made the plot for the movie. Like they were just like, yeah, this is fucking gold. We're gonna go with this before we even write anything else. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to put together any other like little fun facts since R.I.P. Jude is no longer here doing our fun facts
Oh
with
my
us.
god.
He's out there fucking moms.
Yeah, he's out there fucking moms.
They also, the creators, trademarked Death Turkey because that was the one of the potential titles before they went with Thankskilling.
Josh has just died.
Dude, I love this movie, man.
And then the killer turkey was designed by the director and was put together in the bathroom slash and apartment of the director. He put it together himself and everything like that, or they designed it and stuff. So also at the end where it says to continued in space, they just threw that just to fucking troll people. Like they had no intentions of ever doing a sequel to this or anything. They were just like, yeah, let's just, we're fucking with people this entire movie.
Well, but they did, right? They did.
Yeah,
do
yeah.
some sequels.
They ended up doing it just because it, became that fucking word called
Iconic movie.
cult classic.
Cult classic, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah,
before
there
we
you
get
go.
into
Boom, drunk Jesus with your fun facts.
Jared
Yeah,
says
Jer-
Jesus is already bodied.
bodied, he's bodied. Yeah. So after Oscar the Hermit, before we get into Michelle's part, we have Sheriff Rude. I felt like every time he was on screen, he absolutely crushed it. Some of the lines that I have for the sheriff are, or my favorite line anyway, from him is at the very it's the first time he's on screen and he's like, "God damn it, Cheryl, that coffee tastes like shit. What'd you do? Take a shit in it?" And she's like, "Yeah." She's like, "As a matter of fact, I did. I want a divorce." And then she walks into the room and he's like, "Well, shit." Oh, again, dude, tell me the person that wrote that isn't a fucking genius. It's so fucking bad. It's so fucking funny. I don't know how. I don't know how people don't get this movie. I get my parents not liking this movie, but people if you're not a prude or super religious or whatever, this movie should be right the fuck up your alley because it's fantastic. Michelle, what do you got for us?
I had to look it up right now, but the poster for this
Oh
fucking
yes.
film, the very top, the very first thing, warning, boobs in the first second, and then
Yeah.
Thankskilling, starring Turkey, and then his stupid fucking face. Like,
And they made
oh
up
my
for that.
gosh.
They
Like,
fulfilled that
it's,
promise. There are tits in
yeah,
the first second of the movie.
like, yeah, like, opening scene, bam. Uh, let's see. The sheriff, I totally agree. Just, uh, oh my gosh. But also, so after, oh my gosh, the hermit character. I'm so sorry, I forgot his name. It just
Oscar.
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 Thank you. So after Oscar like shoots the turkey, spoilers. It's okay, he doesn't die. There's a sequel. Uh, and the remaining live characters go back to the house, and it's just this weird like they just go watch a movie, and the couple now starts making like it's so funny because again, like I mentioned, it's all these things that it's poking fun at of like other films, like other like, oh no, my mom just died, it's okay, let's go have sex now, or things like that. That's like, oh, this is normal,
Hell
this is
yes.
okay. But God, I don't know. This movie's so ridiculous. I love it. There was a quote that I remembered. Oh, and by the way, the guy who plays Darren, the nerd friend, he actually has an AMA on Reddit that's pretty funny if you read it through it, and he's talking about just like the process of filming all of it. Um, so if you want to like look on the site, read that. A little lengthy, but it's fun. Um, but yeah, so I was trying to. Would you consider this film to be like those like scary movies, like the ones that are like making fun of, or would you say it's like its own kind of
Oh.
standalone? I think I've mentioned like there's this like timeline of like the slasher canon. It's divided into these three eras: the classical, the self-referential, and like a neo slasher, right? And I want to say this isn't something like Scary Movie or those like parody films,
Mhm.
because it kind of does take itself seriously, and it does, well, yes, it does, because it does
No,
follow the
100%
formula.
yes.
It
I
follows the
100%
formula
agree with
of
you.
a
Yes.
horror film,
Right.
right?
Right.
So it's
Yes.
it's not, and it also has again like those cult followings. Because the reason I mention is like I was describing this to my sister and how she should watch it, and little things here and there. The first thing she asked was like, "Oh, is it scary?" I'm like, "No, I wouldn't think so." And then the second was like, "Oh, okay, so it's like Scary Movie." I'm like, "No,
Not really.
right? Yeah, because
I
yes,
think.
yeah."
No, go ahead, please.
No, I mean, continue. I've been talking.
Well, so I think that that's a fantastic point. I think that it is not either of those movies. So I keep talking about Krampus, and I will keep talking about Krampus. Um, Krampus isn't exactly a B movie, right? There are some parts where they could be considered a little scary. They're going for it's very well shot. There are huge actresses in it, including actors and actresses, including Adam Scott, including I always forget her name, but the girl, the lady from Hereditary, who is considered like a horror icon because of that movie. She's in Krampus.
Oh, Toni Collette. That's right.
Yeah, and
I
so
love her.
so it's not a B movie. But I would say that Thanksgiving absolutely is a B movie, in much the way that Black Sheep or Zombie or I mean there's a number of these movies that are it's not really a parody in the way that I think it could fall into a parody category, but it's not fucking Scary Movie. It's not fucking other movies that outwardly are making fun of this movie. Like people die, there's blood and guts, and it's not emulating. I think that that's the biggest distinction, is that this movie is not emulating other movies. This movie is about a fucking killer turkey, and it's not a commentary on movies that have come before it. So
And he's
I
gonna
get
drink your blood like cranberry sauce, meanie.
that I have that line too. I have a line related to that where so after the quarterback watches his dad get murdered by the turkey, Actually, both of his parents, and then he's like driving in his car, and he's like, "No more cranberry sauce, no more pumpkin pie, just turkey, turkey." And it's like, oh my god, dude. But again, genius. Jared says, "Oh my god, Black Sheep." I forgot about that one, dude. Go back and watch it; it holds up. From the day we saw that movie, probably fucking 12, 13 years ago, until now, you'll still enjoy that movie. Go check it out. I've always been a fan of this kind of stuff. That's the reason we covered Zombiever. It's the reason we'll continue to cover B movies like this. I think there's a genius in this type of thing where, again, it is a parody. You can't say that it isn't, but it's not emulating other kinds of horror movies. It's a horror movie on itself that is doing really, really brilliant things.
So to continue the whole me explaining it to my sister, because she doesn't trust me after I told her, she was like, tell me scary movies to watch. I was like, okay, watch Midsommar and Hereditary, because if you haven't, you have to, right? And ever since then, she doesn't fucking trust me. So with this one, I was like, no, it's not scary. It's, I was trying to explain. I was like, think, like, and this is what I ended up saying, like, the formula of Scream, right? Where it's kind of like self-referential, like self-aware. It knows what it's doing, but it's still, like you said, like, it's still a killer turkey. Yeah, in that film, they still have, like, killer or killers, right? And that just left her more confused more than anything. So I was like, okay, yeah, sure. And I just, like, kind of was a little defeated. I was like, yeah, it's like a scary movie, but yeah.
With a killer turkey.
With a killer turkey. And an awesome sex scene. But yeah, all that being said, again, because it is mimicking, or rather, it does follow a horror movie formula setup, how it's made, the story, but it is like almost emphasizing certain parts, like I keep mentioning the, like, slutty dumb character, the one girl who is going to survive, or all of that, but it's not parody.
Right.
And that was really hard to, like, communicate, but it's really, again, how you mentioned, brilliantly and hilariously done.
So did she watch it?
I don't think she has.
Oh, okay.
I'm still trying to convince her. She doesn't trust me because she was very disturbed by Midsommar.
Oh.
Very.
I can get it. I understand that.
Yeah, I mean, and those things, I mean, couldn't be further from this, right? It's like, I mean, Midsommar is like a legitimate, like, a game-changing, man. If you go and look at boards, specifically on Reddit, but other places too, if you go look at horror movie boards, I mean, game changer. Midsommar, The Witch, like horror's going in a different direction, and people are absolutely loving it because they're not following these old fucking tropes. They're not getting into things that are the same old shit regurgitated, and in that way, I think it succeeds in other places that movies don't. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to another reveal on the character ranking. Ernie got out. No, he didn't.
I got tunneled.
No, he did.
I got tunneled.
Yeah,
like,
he did.
Stupidly.
Did Rebecca make it out?
She's still playing.
Okay, so we might take a shot still.
Becca.
After this, the character list gets a little bit muddled, but I think that this character is also a fucking gem, and that's going to be Darren. The pseudo intellectual kind of nerdy character. He fucking steals the show, man. All the way from the very subtle Jordan Benet Ramsey, the way he butchers that joke that makes it unbelievably crass, to his song about Billy, to his fucking speech. He's like, you made me a cool kid. I wouldn't be a cool kid if it wasn't for you. You're my best friend, Billy. It's so fucking well done. He stole the show. I want to go read that AMA. I won't do it right now, but so good. And I wish they would have featured him a little bit more. I mean, I think we could have gotten more out of Darren. And so we'll get into some of those moments right now. As far as the Billy song, I told you we would get to it. It's so good. The like montage that is playing across this. So Billy dies. Spoiler alert. Billy's actually next on the character thing, so we'll reveal him at the same time. He's like this big fat hillbilly type dude who, again, from the very beginning is just very crass. He keeps trying to fuck the girl that's kind of the prototypical like promiscuous girl in the group. He's going at her real hard, and so he's like this very stereotyped character who eventually ends up getting killed. And like you don't think much of it. You're like, of course this dude died. And then Darren starts to sing his best friend Billy song, and it's just incredible. It's like, Billy, you're my best friend.
Open up that scene with them licking those ice cream cones and stuff.
Dude, it's just, and I think this is where we have a hard time covering some of these movies, because the reason it's funny is a combination of things. The visual, the song, this movie absolutely crushed it, and so for us to recreate something like that for you and then just say, hey, this is funny, it's not going to happen. You just got to take our word for us, for it. It's so fucking funny. It's part of the movie that you honestly don't see coming. Like, there's no music in it before. It's not a musical. There's not even recognizable music at any point before you get there. And I'm not going to tell you the exact point that I already did. So Billy dies and then this happens, but you don't see it coming at all. And it just surprises you, and you could think to yourself, and in a lot of movies you would think to yourself, I can't watch this anymore. If they're going to break into song and they're going to have a montage it played to this song, I can't do this anymore. I've got to fucking check out. And in this movie, it's such a delightful breath of fresh air. It is the creme fraiche on top of your delicious fucking course meal. It is the crust on the cherry's jubilee. It is perfect in this movie, and my personal favorite part of the movie. Out of all the parts of the movies that I absolutely love, this is the pinnacle for me of this movie. Is the Billy song, and then we kind of get into some falling action in the movie. Everybody dies except for Darren and Johnny, who's the quarterback character, and then my least favorite character of the film, Kristen. And everybody's dead. Everybody else is dead. And before we get into the last part that we're going to talk about, which is the scene with the sheriff, so that's going to be the last scene that we talk about in detail. We are going to do some housekeeping stuff. Do we know if Rebecca is out yet?
She's about to die.
Oh, Rebecca. That sucks. That means we're not going to take any shots, which is the end of that part. Yeah, so before we get into the last part of it, so I don't have to say it at the very end, if you're enjoying what you're hearing for any reason, please like or subscribe or both, and tell your friends about us. We're here as much as we can be, most times on Friday, but sometimes on Wednesday, other days as well. But we're here, and we do this, and if you can't watch us live, then always go check out our videos that we post afterwards, because it's just a live stream, and you can fucking listen to us whatever you want. We really appreciate it. We're only here because of you guys that have shown interest and have really liked what we're doing. We can't thank you enough. Again, Jesus will be in and out. Michelle, as far as we know, will be here with me and Ernie, and we're going to have other people rotating in. Juan will be back next week, I imagine. But if you want to be on an episode, let us know. We will get you on. If you want to play with us, let us know, and we'll get you on. And that's it for the housekeeping part, I think. Jesus, you were going to say something?
No, I was just gonna say, I mean, just like Rebecca tonight, I mean, if you just show up and, throw us your we'd love to, throw you in a Survivor match with us and play with you guys. So really appreciate Rebecca showing up and, playing with us tonight. So anyone else, feel free to just go ahead and throw your PSN on there, and we'd love to have you on.
Even Xbox
Yeah.
or anything.
Yep.
You can cross-play with this.
Or your
And-
OnlyFans.
That too.
Or your
Cool.
OnlyFans. And the complete opposite of that, if you'd like to be on and talk without playing, you're more than welcome to do that as well. We'd love to have you on. We're going to try to talk about what we're doing the next week and in the near future and that stuff. So if you're excited about something that we're going to do, or you see on social media that we're doing something that you'd be interested in talking about, man, hit us up. Be on an episode. You don't have to fucking play. You don't have to do anything. Fucking jump on, talk to us. We'd love to have you. So that's the housekeeping stuff. We're going to go ahead and get into the winding down part of the episode where Ernie's going to play one last game of Survivor. Rebecca says she's in Hereditary 2. She then redacted that message because we said that already. And I'm just kidding, Rebecca. So Rebecca's back in. Ernie's going to play one last Survivor episode, which means that we are in the last leg here of the episode. Thank you, everybody. Man, I'm going to share a little bit of personal information. It's not super personal, but tonight is traditionally the biggest bar night of the year. The bars get more people, and they make more money tonight, traditionally, more than any night out of the year. Any night. Tonight is bar night. If you know, Mad Dog says, yo, room for one more. Mad Dog, send us your @ Ernie will try to get you into this Survivor match. Yes, Ernie? Am I overstepping here?
No, yeah. Tell him to put it in and I'll request it real quick.
Yeah, as quick as you can, get your @ in there, and we'll throw you in there. Absolutely. So send us your @ Ernie will get you in there. Mad Dog Zombies. So if you want to spell it, I'll spell it for you.
I can see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, the biggest bar night of the year is tonight. We're bar guys. Me and Ernie are. Michelle works at a bar, so I guess she's a bar person also. I don't know if she counts herself on our side or not, because
Honestly can't remember the last time I drank on one of these, like the day before Thanksgiving. So you quite literally just reminded me. So I'm like getting up to get another drink. I was like, yes, I get to sit down. And yeah, normally I'd be like working my ass off right now, but very much yes, I am said bar lady.
dude, yeah, absolutely. And so this is a huge night most of the time, where Ernie and I and a lot of our other homies would be bar hopping and stuff like that. And as much as I'm missing any other Thanksgiving tradition, which is what we're about to talk about, and this is why I'm getting into this, I was devastated that tonight I wouldn't be doing those things. I wouldn't be seeing my friends from out of town. I wouldn't be fucking bar hopping. I wouldn't end up blacked out in an Uber on the way back to Ernie's to sleep on his couch. All of that stuff fucking devastates me. It's something that I look forward to every year. And you guys are making that better by being here and fucking enjoying this night with us. So thank you very, very much for doing that.
Rebecca says for Caesar to get in this too. I don't know if Caesar wants to play.
Hey,
Ooh.
uh,
Does he want Seth? Yes. Maybe.
does he want? Oh, we're gonna have a full party here.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay,
He just said nah.
All right.
Cool.
Oh,
No doubt.
No doubt. Thanks anyway, Caesar.
Do you want to be the fourth, Jesus?
I don't want to. I mean, I could try, but this shit happened with my PlayStation last time. Where it fucking-
Yeah, where you get booted out.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
we'll run 3. We'll run. Rebecca's in. Ernie's obviously leading the charge, and then Mad Dog is going to be in there as well. We'll see how our little team does here, and we'll have to take some drinks accordingly to that.
I'm gonna try it with my PlayStation. If I go silent, then you know what happened.
Yeah, for sure.
Bex, I love your outfit, your character's outfit. You look pretty awesome.
Bex.
I would date her.
Ooh.
Oh fuck. Favorite Thanksgiving traditions. Before we get into the last of the movie here, um, and even you know what? You don't even have to fucking talk about your favorite one. Just talk about what you did, and I'll open it. My family went to the parade every year. We acted like it was the Macy's Day Parade. Me and my dad and my
Fuck
cousins and
yeah.
my uncle would go park our trailer. We would have been there at 6 o'clock this evening to park the trailer and set up some mobile bleachers that we have on another trailer in front of the other trailer. We would have had 30 to 40 people show up with tamales and menudo and fucking burritos and donuts, and we would have sat there and made fun of the parade with all of my family. Then we would have gone to my grandmother's house and shared a beautiful meal, and that's what we would have done. Unfortunately, obviously, we can't do that this year, and I'm missing that a lot. I'm very hurt and all that kind of stuff that we can't do it tomorrow, but we'll be back next year, and we're doing the right thing. So that's my family tradition. What y'all got?
I didn't even know you went that hard. Now I know to fucking hit you up next year for that
Yes,
parade.
do it.
I fucking love taking my little boy to that parade.
Fuck
Um,
yeah.
it's sad that we're not going to be able to experience that this year, but for sure next year. Oh, look, I'm on.
Cool.
Fuck yeah. Here we go.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
just
so we've
got
got a full team. We've got a full team going on this Survivor game match. If you're here for the Dead by Daylight content, this is your moment right here.
yeah.
What do you got? What else? Before you get in the match, Jesus, what else you got?
For me, so I'm a big board game nerd. For those who don't know, I probably own like maybe over 50 board games. So it's really nice since we don't have anything to fucking, you know, usually on Thanksgiving, certain people decide to cook or whatever. So it's really fun to have the entire family there, and we'll get to sit down and actually play some board games. So, if anyone's out there once quarantine and all that shit's over, love to have you over, show you my fucking board game collection. We'll fucking hang out, play with the boys, play some games with us. So.
Hell yeah. Um, yeah, I miss the shit out of you guys as well. That would have been fucking amazing to see you guys, and hopefully we'll see each other soon. Michelle, what do you got
Yo.
for your Thanksgiving traditions?
Sorry. I definitely did not burp.
It's okay if you
So
did.
okay, I did. It's weird. The traditions have changed, but I have like a weird timeline. When I was still in Marfa, it was always going to my cousin's house because my aunt has this big, beautiful house, and she would make this really big, elaborate like feast, and all of my family would get together there at her house because we could all fit there and we would just drink and eat. But being a pescatarian slash vegetarian, there was like the only thing I ever eat on Thanksgiving is the mashed potatoes and the green bean casserole, which I'm totally okay with. Like, that's delicious. Then after moving to El Paso, before meeting Cesar, I whichever friend I had that would allow me to enter their house and meet their parents and have food with them, I would just go there. And again, same thing. They'd be like weirded out that I didn't eat meat, so they would just be like, "Oh, I can make you a salad." But it was still really sweet that people would like invite me. They're like, "I don't know who she is, but bring her along. She doesn't have somewhere to go. That's fine." And being that we live in El Paso, um, a lot of my, I guess, wealthier friends, not wealthier, but they had like swimming pools. So it would be like Thanksgiving, and we would be like swimming on Thanksgiving. Like I was like, that's all you had to tell me. Like I have a pool, I'm there. That's great. And then now post meeting Cesar, and his birthday usually lands around Thanksgiving. It's usually just like celebrating him, his birthday, and trying to make everyone I that knows him and me to like tell him happy birthday and make a shout out to embarrass him in this way. So again, like you said, yes, it's very much for me. but I love him. No, I mean, I do. I'm not saying that, but yeah, since meeting him, it's kind of just been whatever he's up to, I'm up to, and that's typically work, or we might have the night off, or let's see what happens. Um, so no, yeah, I guess you can say I'm not like I hate the holiday, like the story behind it, but
fuck that.
I'm about the food and the
Oh
the
yeah.
getting together with friends and family. That part's fucking dope.
So
Yeah.
Caesar says, favorite tradition, sleeping in till 6 p.m. because the Wednesday bar shift
Boom.
royalty wrecked me. Preferably using a blanket made from all the ones tipped from me the night before. And Rebecca says, I make you lamb, my big fat Greek wedding. I probably delivered that wrong because I didn't read the context before I said it, but I wouldn't be able, I don't remember that movie very well, so... and she also says I play Drink It, Life, all caps, and then Bex.
Bex. That's her name.
It's very British, right? To call someone Bex, his name Rebecca.
Bex.
Oi, oi, Bex!
Absence.
Oi, Bex, you right wanker!
Gobble
yeah,
gobble.
And then I also want to talk about, do you guys remember the Friendsgiving we spent together, everyone except Jesus?
Yeah, I do.
Cool, no doubt, no doubt.
At Darren's apartment. We all spent Friendsgiving together.
Yes.
And that was awesome. Anna was there. What's up, Anna? How you doing?
Guess I wasn't there.
That was one of those days that like that fucking day landed on his birthday. That's why to me Thanksgiving means that's not his birthday, no matter what day it lands on.
Because sometimes it's his birthday.
It's sometimes, but like if not, then like it's still his birthday, kind of like whatever. It's fine.
Yeah. That was
I remember that.
after they left
That
Murray's.
Thanksgiving, that was a fucking great... Yeah, dude. We had such a good day 2 days before that when fucking you guys left, and we won't fucking shout out to Manny. We won't get into any details, but that was such a fucking great night we had together, and then 2 days later, we also had a fucking great night together.
Yeah.
Because it was just great. We had a great night that night, drank a little bit of, Ernie and I seemed to have a lot of money that night, and so we drank some fucking, some very expensive tequila. And then 2 days later, we were at Thanksgiving together. We had a nice little fire pit outside, a great meal. Fucking Darren made a turkey. He put a fucking duck inside of a turkey and then wrapped it in bacon and made that.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
It was awesome, dude.
God, I'm hard.
It was so fucking sick.
Holy shit, Keith is on here.
Keith is here. He's repping the 1 year of Wingsgiving, which was last year. It was supposed to start a tradition. We did Wingsgiving at my house, and then now it's dead because of COVID. But hopefully we'll get it back in 2021. Keith, holy fuck, welcome to the podcast, buddy. Keith has his own podcast that we encourage you all to listen to.
Mr. Dockers.
For dockers and dockies and everybody in between. Keith Hernandez has your information. No. I'm legitimately trying to find, Caesar says, The Blitz. Oh man, fucking How I Met Your Mother. You'd love that, Ernie.
Yep.
I mean, I was saying it like I also don't love that show. I do love that show.
I was gonna say.
Mad Dog. Somehow you didn't get in on this match.
No, he's in
If you wanna-
the match. We'll get him in
for sure.
the party after we finish the podcast.
Oh, for sure, yeah. We'll put you in the party and you can talk to us after we finish the podcast. Keith, I'm fucking sorry, dude. If you want to put your name, the name of your podcast in there, I know it's a video game podcast. I see it all the time, and I wish I could fucking remember the name, but I can't.
Mr. Dockers.
Mr. Docker's Gaming Podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway. So Keith does his own podcast. If he wants to put it in there, go check him out.
It's the Mini Games Cast.
Mini Games Cast that Keith does. And their short episodes, or at least the ones that I've listened to, are all very short, so it's like very digestible.
Like 2 hours.
He's also just...
Unlike ours that are like, yeah, we're going to do a short episode, guys, 4 hours later.
No. Dude, I've seen, or I guess they're just clips, but I've seen their posts where it's like fucking 8 minutes long, and that's what I listen to. So maybe I should be like clicking a link or something to the longer podcast. But Keith says, "Oh, our slogan is," he goes, "No, it's Mr. Dockers. Our slogan is Dock You." Jared says, "Birthday bros, what's good, Keith? You and Jared have the same birthday, which is also the anniversary of Pearl Harbor."
God damn it, really? You fucking went there?
December 7th is Keith and Jared's birthday, so our celebrations with them will be coming up soon. And
Gobble,
we're going to get into... I'm waiting for us to get into a match before we get to the end of the movie, because I don't want to finish it too early and then have to bullshit it, because I think we're doing a good job of bullshitting right now. So
Also, Bex said that Life, the board game, was something she turned into a drinking game, and I guess that was a tradition. What do you do?
Nice.
Like every time, like
Every time you get a baby,
every time you
fucking
get
take
a
a
baby,
shot.
you black out drunk.
because I know, like anytime I played, my poor little card would have like children stacked on top. Like I had to get taped to like just survive the game. I don't know why
I was always making decisions to better my career, no matter what the cost.
Yeah.
So it's like, you can go to college, or you can save your mother from dying. Nope. Going to college. I need a career, Mom. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have fucking nothing else in life except fucking money.
That does sound like a fun drinking game, though.
Man, if you could explain even some of the rules, Bex, I'd love to hear some of them. We've turned a lot of things into drinking games over the course of our lives.
Podcasting is a drinking game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Also, watching Hubie Halloween. If you haven't watched Hubie Halloween and you want to, we have a drinking game. Slide into our DMs, and we'll explain the drinking game to you, because it makes that movie infinitely better and more fun to watch Hubie Halloween if you're having a little drinking game with it. We're into the game now, so...
I'm getting fucked by Ghostface. I feel like... Michelle, are you playing Ghostface right now? Cause
Oh, I thought you said Ghostface sucked and
he does.
he doesn't kill people.
What's
and
up, bitch?
You're a better killer and more hung than him, and
She's making you look like a bitch right now. She's making you look like a bitch.
Look, I never said anything about Ghostface's dick size, okay? I heard he's blessed.
Blessed. Much blessed. Well, there's that. So Jesus is in a game. Ernie's in a game. We're trying to get you guys to the end of that game. We'll have drinks distributed accordingly once we get to the conclusion, depending on who survives and all that. And we'll get to that. And meanwhile, Michelle and I, and you guys, if you want to jump in, are going to discuss the end of the movie. And not necessarily the end of the movie, but the last scene that we're going to get to, which is the scene in which the turkey gets to the sheriff's house, who also happens to be Kirsten's dad. Kristen? Am I getting that wrong?
It's Creerston.
It's Kirsten. It's Christina.
It's Creerston.
Get
The R
it
is
right.
before the
Christina.
I
before
and
the
after.
I and after the I.
I love that Michelle gets that reference.
Yeah. Good job, bro. Good
Is
job.
anyone going for Ernie?
No.
There's Ghostface.
So the sheriff, who is the also Kristen's dad,
Oh,
he
fuck.
he goes to the door. The turkey's in the Groucho Marx glasses. We've been over this part already, and he lets the turkey in, and they're having conversation. This is my favorite part of the movie because they're having such a casual conversation, and the turkey is still fucking hilarious. Everything the turkey says, even though he's not trying, like he's legitimately trying to blend in, not trying to be an asshole, and everything he says is funny. The dad's like, so he's like, so how are you doing? He's like, I'm doing fine. How are you doing? Like he's trying to blend in. It's so fucking good. The dad just pushes him a step too far. The turkey ends up killing the dad, cutting the dad's face off, and making it into a mask that he wears to trick the teenagers who totally believe it. And
Very
this is the part of
Leatherface, very,
it's just
except
it's so good.
mini.
Yes. And this is the
Turkey
part of the
size.
movie where I feel like it's gonna make you or break you. You've either bought in 100% and you're gonna love what's happening, or this is the part that's gonna make you turn off the movie. And it all has to do with how you accept that the girl Kristen 100% believes that this turkey is her dad until she fucking reaches the point where the turkey takes the mask off, and then she's like, "Oh my god, you're not my dad."
It's fucking hilarious that you mentioned that, because I remember, like, as I mentioned, first time seeing it was like yesterday, and at that point, when I see the turkey open the door with the sheriff's face mask thing, and
it's so
she's
good.
like, "Oh, Daddy! Oh, thank goodness," because she was worried that he was going to be dead, right? So of course she sees that. It's okay. I literally sit up and I get another drink. I'm like, okay, this is getting a fucking good. And I'm like, I'm in it. I'm in it to fucking win it. Let's do it. Come on, movie. And yeah, like, no shit. That's actually, like, a very great, like, you made a great point. Like, like, you're either gonna stop right here, this is too much, or let's fucking do it. We're in it.
Well, and that's the part of the movie where I had already really enjoyed it. I had already thought to myself, this is genius. What masterpiece am I being privileged to watch? And then the Billy song happens, and then this sequence of events happens,
Christ.
and it's just so fucking well done. It's funny. It's a little gory. It's I just can't. There's a lot of movies where I say this. I can't recommend this enough. Man, this gets that grading. As much as I can't recommend Krampus enough, as much as that movie is so close to my heart, as much as I can't recommend the original Chainsaw Massacre, the original Halloween, as much as I can't recommend fucking The Witch, the Blair Witch. We haven't even talked about some of the movies that I could really just, like, I could tell you these are some of my favorite movies. Thankskilling hits those fucking rankings, man. Because, again, if you understand horror movies enough and you love them as much as we do, then when you watch this movie, the writer of this movie is a fucking genius, and the people who are acting out these characters are, again, either the worst actors on the planet and they sought them out to play these parts, or they're fucking geniuses who played these parts so badly that every single line is comical. And I just love it. I can't get enough of it. I love Zombiever. I love Zombiever. I think Zombiever is up there with one of my favorite B movies. And Thankskilling is going to take the cake, man. It's just going to beat those movies out. It's so
I
good.
will agree. I think, again, just watching it that one time, and when I woke up today, I was like, I really want to watch it again, just to, like, but even then, like, it just made such a huge impression on me. I'm like, this was fucking great. But the entire time I was saying, like, what the fuck, what the fuck, what the fuck. But it was, like, a good kind of, like, I am intrigued, tell me more, tell me more. to where I even messaged Ernie. I was like, so we're watching one, or rather, we're discussing 1 and 2, right? And he's like, no, just the first one. And he was like, fuck, did you watch both? I was like, I mean, I want to.
Yo,
But
just
no, yeah.
I mean, this is going back on gamerplay for Mad Dog and Bex out there. I dropped a purple key, so if you find it,
Are you the one that just got railed?
yeah, I just died. So if you guys find my key, you guys can fucking jump out of the hatch.
I played both matches that I played. I tried not running like sweaty perks just to kind of like have fun, and I got fucking tunneled and moried off fucking hook.
Yeah.
And then
We got
the
some
other
sweaty
one
ass
was
killers.
fucking moried.
I don't know what hook is this, but he's got a body in hand, so someone else might be going. Courtney Palm and Zombieverse. Keith, you are speaking my fucking language. Courtney Palm is a NASA certified rocket, and she is especially hot in fucking Zombieverse. And she's also topless a lot of the movie, so that probably didn't hurt things, especially for my adolescent mind. Fucking Keith. What hook is this? What hook is this? He was making I was hoping you guys would get it. He's making a fucking a genius level Crime Faces joke. If you haven't seen Crime Faces or you don't know what it is, fucking go Instagram or wherever, look at Crime Faces. Crime Faces, no space. What hook is this? Excellent joke, Keith. Top fucking quality joke. Rebecca says, I'm sorry, Bix says, yeah. I imagine that means that she's fucking out. Sorry about that, Bex. Heather says, I'm still waiting for y'all to cover zombie strippers. It's coming, Heather.
The strippers?
And when it's coming, I'm coming.
Gobble, gobble.
Gobble. Yes, excellent. Michelle. So good. The timing is fantastic. Yeah, so we're gonna get to zombie strippers. I almost wish we hadn't covered cooties, because I feel like I could cover that again. We're gonna go into some real life stuff. So we're gonna get into some serial killers in the near future. We're going to get into some real life other stuff in the near future. So, like cults and fucking hauntings and
Dude,
that kind of thing.
you want to talk about cults? Sorry, this is kind of perfect.
Yes.
Bex is gonna hate me. I
Oh,
should ask her first.
teabagged!
Oh no.
Sorry, not Bex. I just saw the fucking ghost face teabag. God damn.
What is Bex gonna hate, Michelle? What do you got for us?
She may or may not know someone who was conceived in while their parents was in a cult.
And by that you mean she
one.
definitely does know that someone that was conceived in the cult?
I mean, it definitely wasn't her. It was a close friend.
Okay.
Where?
So if you ever talk about this specific cult, I may reach out to said friend. You know.
First of all, we're definitely gonna cover that cult next.
Okay.
And whatever it is. And second of all, you need to get Bex. She already said do the gate. So Heaven's Gate, you want to talk about the Nikes? You want to talk about the crazy emails that they have going
Keith.
on now?
Keith says the Dark Order is his favorite cult.
God damn.
That's a wrestling reference.
Yes. If you're not getting it at home, that's what that is. The gate.
Killer was named Michelle. God damn it, Michelle. Was that you?
No.
It was.
Dude, they're fucking
I mean,
teabagging us and everything. They're
You're
like,
talking shit about Ghostface, right?
I know.
So
Bex, if you're
Shut
talking
up.
about the gate as in Heaven's Gate, I know what you're talking about. I'd love to cover it. If you want to talk about your friend that may or may not have been pussy hands, a good day to use and a good day to use. If you want to talk,
What are we doing, Colts? Because I need to be on that episode for sure.
well, no,
I'm
we're trying to
telling
figure
you.
out. We're trying. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, David Koresh.
Listen, all you fine people out there, I'm telling you this, okay? This is the word of God, and he told me to write this book, okay, and tell you all my story.
Tom Brady, yes, Keith. Keith is just hitting all the inside baseball jokes today. He's just crushing it with the inside baseball. My
Hey, so
boy Tom.
real quick, can I just mention something? Can we
You
all
can do that.
agree that Ghostface 1 is fucking awesome, but secondly, that Chucky is an inferior, like, slasher killer than Turkey?
Oh
Like, I
my
feel like
God.
it's like
Are we
Turkey,
doing this?
and then
Chucky's
Chucky's
not
underneath.
even. Chucky's not
Like,
even
and
on my
by
radar, bro.
exactly, because Chucky fucking sucks.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, no, I 100%
Yeah, like
agree.
it's so ridiculous. You know, talk about like sloppy, doesn't get the job done really. Like it's so like eh. But I'm sorry, I'm still trying to defend Ghostface, and
No,
I'm
like
Hey,
sorry because
we've had this
Ghostface.
conversation with me personally. My stance was like, I don't care what happens on screen. Put Chucky and me face to face. I'ma stomp that fool. I'ma stomp him out. Chucky poses no threat to me personally, and I think it's a terrible movie. So Juan, if you're
Just kick
listening,
him in the throat.
you should get back on and defend your boy. Got all sorts of again. If it's Heaven's
Xander,
Gate, you're
get your
talking
boy.
about Zan, get your boy, dog. We're going to be talking about cults. We're going to be talking about real life hauntings. An example of that is the Amityville haunting, El Paso haunting.
Oh, well, there goes Josh.
I fucked it up. Sorry.
Josh.
The McGoffin house, the fucking El Paso high school hauntings. We're going to be talking about all that stuff coming up. And we are very excited to bring that stuff to you. We got more horror movies coming down. We always got horror movies. At some point in our plans, there are things that we want to watch, that we want to talk about, that we want to bring to y'all. So that's the end of Thankskilling. It was an absolute pleasure to watch, to talk to y'all about this movie. Again, man, if you're bummed about whatever, the holidays being different, any of that shit, man, watch Thankskilling. It'll fucking raise your spirits right up. And we've got some really great stuff coming down the pipe for y'all, including the stuff that we just talked about, and some stuff that we're talking about doing. And we're very excited about the future of this podcast. We're looking forward to going as long. Even we want to be even after Jesus graduates, so that he can jump back on the podcast as a regular. So we got a lot of stuff that we're very excited. Again, if you want to be on, let us know. As a player, as just talking, let us know. We're gonna get into the end game here. Did anyone survive out of the homies? Did anyone survive?
No.
So,
All right. Well, we're gonna take a shot anyway. So
I was gonna say, you guys just want to keep streaming? We can invite Bex on and just
Yeah.
hang out. I don't know if you guys are up
I
for
don't.
it.
Dude, I'm down. I ain't got nowhere to go.
Do it. I'm
Keith
off.
can
I'm off.
Keith can keep with his what is the phrase you used right now, Josh?
Inside baseball.
Yeah.
Docking.
Oh no.
For the most part, what I'm gonna do is play Chell while we keep hanging out. So, thank you everybody for hanging out. Thank you for listening to us about Thanksgiving. We got a lot of really great stuff for you. These guys are gonna get their 1 minute each to talk about whatever the fuck they want. Caesar says Michelle only talks crap because she's terrified of
God
Chucky
damn it.
and doesn't want to talk
God
about
damn
it.
it. God damn it.
These are-
Why did you read that comment? You
Thank you.
listen?
First of all, I read all the comments. Second of all,
I know.
Caesar, thank you for letting us in on this fucking treachery that's going on.
I
Um,
fucking hate Chucky. It is the most terrifying thing to me. It's a doll.
really?
Like,
Yo, I
yes, you
mean,
can like just kick it in the throat and it'll go flying away, but like a doll.
I found pleasure from many dolls before in my life. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
No.
holy fuck.
Here's
Alright,
like,
so everybody's gonna get their minute to talk. We're gonna start with Ernie. Everybody's gonna get a minute, and then we're gonna sign the fuck out. But also, we're not signing out because we're just gonna hang out. But I'm done with my hosting part. So, actually, shot first. Shot. Everybody at home. Everybody here. We're taking one more shot. Fucking welcome.
Shots. Cheers.
Keith, take a shot of Pepsi or whatever CM Punk does.
Also, Keith, do you
we're
want to
gonna
play?
fucking- Yeah, Keith, if you want to jump in, dude, fucking let's get it. Bex
Yeah.
says serial killers. Let me in on that. Bex, we got you. We got a lot.
also,
Got a lot
she
of serial
mentioned
killers coming up.
the cults, Children of God. Ask her about that, please, please, please.
Yeah, of course. In the after show, which we're gonna air.
Children
I
of
mean,
God.
we're just not gonna stop.
Like,
we're just gonna keep
Are you
going.
are you talking?
Yeah,
Are you
yeah,
talking
I wanna-
about
We're on the
Christians?
1 minute. We're on the
I
one.
want
Okay.
to. I want to do the false ending because I don't want to host anymore. Like I want to keep
Okay,
talking, but I also
I get you.
like.
Okay.
So we're gonna do
Sorry.
it. So
Okay, here's my minute. Okay, bye.
Excellent. Jesus, what do you got for? Actually, you'll go last, Jesus. Since this is your last one. Michelle, what do you got for us?
Cheers. Thank you for having me on again. I
Absolutely.
absolutely love this podcast, and I would love to be on in all the future episodes.
Excellent.
Please invite me. I love this, and yes, let's do it. Cheers.
You're
Thank
invited. You're permanently invited. Jesus, go ahead and say your goodbyes, buddy.
I want to say thank you guys for those who come out on a weekly basis. Thank you for all of those who don't come out on a weekly basis. I really appreciate everyone in this podcast. They definitely have helped with this quarantine go by easier with just shit to talk about and research and, you know, fucking really look into and dig deep into serial killers that I've never really explored before in the past and horror movies and that such. I'm really looking forward to being on more future episodes when I have the chance, when you know, homework and shit like that slow down. But thank you guys so much for having me on here. I look forward to being on the next one when I possibly can, and I love all of you guys. So cheers. I love you guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to your friend and mine, my brother. I love you, baby. Get that fucking degree. Cheers, J Texas. Cheers, baby.
Yes.
Ah.
Cheers.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Again, we're not logging out, so this is just all pretend. But thank you for being here. We're gonna fucking log out, but not really.
Fuck, we got a
You guys
batch.
have a good night. You guys have a good night, and fucking thank you everybody so much. We'll see you next week at some point, and that's it. Go ahead, Jesus. One last time, baby. Give it to him.
One last time. Man, fuck Ghostface. I'm just kidding. I just kidding. Fuck the free world.
3, 1, 3. All right. So
Usually
we're not
that's the
out.
part. Usually this part we're like, are we off? Are we off?
There we go.
Alright, good.
Is this it?
Is this
Right.
is it over? Can I fucking put the porn back on?
To address something, Roku. No.
Yeah, we're good. So we're not actually off.
I
let's-
believe Cesar is getting a second from to try to hop on,
Sweet.
and so he can talk to us like in real time.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be doing that.
What's going on?
Sweet. Well, I mean, we're off, but we're not really off. So
And
Bex
Bex just says,
says she's in. Yeah.
I sent her a party invite if she wants to join.
she drinks sake. Yeah. She likes talking.
Well, I mean, it would be good for us to hear her with us playing, just to be like, yo, fucking save me.
And then, well, Key's gonna join us. He's gonna be on PC, so I'm just gonna have him in my ear from
Oop.
fucking Discord.
Fucking jealous is what I am.
And yeah.
You get to have Keith in your ear privately. It's fucking.
I mean, do you
I'm
have
jealous.
do you have Discord and headphones?
I have Discord, but I'm not gonna fucking. I'm just gonna stay on here
Okay. I mean, you
because
would
I'm
have
not.
to do both.
I'm not playing DVD anyway, so.
Okay.
Oh, it's a trapper!
Hopefully this game doesn't fucking suck for me. I brought stuff to fucking actually run the killer.
Woo! Sorry, my remote died. I was changing that out.
Keith says he's docking ears now.
Fucking Keith. I think that's the first time he's tuned in for the podcast.
Maybe.
What does Bex have to do to join the convo?
Just join. I already sent her a party invite. She just need to join the party now.
Alrighty. Okay, I think she heard it.
He has Tinker.
Because what?
I think the killer has Tinker.
What does that do?
Whenever we're like 80% done with the gen, it'll notify him so he knows exactly where to go.
Fuck. That sucks.
For us, yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, for him, it's pretty badass.
Yeah. I'm getting fucking bodied today. Not a good day for me in DVD.
Dude, you had a fucking 4K to start up.
Well, in Survivor, I'm getting bodied.
Oh, for sure.
Let the bodies hit
two
the floor.
4Ks.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Earlier with Keith, I was pretty good, but today's ever since we went live, I've been getting fucking bodied.
The fuck is he? I can't remember the lyrics
for you.
that let the bodies hit the floor, which is disturbing.
Help is on the way, dear.
Something wrong with me.
Are you gonna play with us, Michelle, or what?
Sessa's joining in,
Oh, okay.
I think. Well, he's trying to get his like microphone thing. Again, we have
okay.
like a weird way of trying to make this work for both of us since we just have like the. Again, we have to like share the things.
Okay.
So like if I was speaking, you would have to use the same remote that I'm using to speak on to play. But we worked this out once. If you have any tips, advice?
I have no idea, to be honest.
Ooh, you have to send an invite, Bernie. You have to invite our secondary profile, which is just Mishi.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yo, who was the other guy that was playing with you guys? Do you have any idea?
I don't know. He left after one match because we got bodied.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
let me
did.
get that.
He got bodied? Or you guys got bodied?
Yeah.
The ad is Mishi Volta, like Mars Volta. So Mishi MISHY Volta VOLTA 69.
Okay.
So the exact same thing as your Instagram minus the 6'9"?
Exactly. Yes, that's basically what I use for everything.
I
But
tried
the
taking the
6'9"
hit
is
for
just
you,
a little-
Jesus.
Huh?
I
Sorry.
tried getting hit for you.
Ernie, what's your name? Like if someone was to invite you, or if you invited someone.
Lil Poochie Vert. 666.
Okay.
Yeah, I sent her a thing.
They added me as a friend. Whoever was playing with us that last match.
Yeah.
Mad Dog.
You should find out who it is. Ooh, fucking silky, fucking smooth mitts, fucking top cheddar bar down, boys.
Oh my god.
What
Fucking
happened?
blowing gens.
Oh, that person DC.
Disconnect.
It's just us now, Jesus.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Go on.
It's a little just random, but have y'all kept up with or know anything with the whole thing going on with Johnny Depp and him getting kicked out of the Fantastic Beasts and all of that fun stuff because of his ex-wife.
I mean, I've heard about it. Um,
Jared wants you to invite him to the party too, Ernie. Or I can do it if you're in the middle of the game.
Oh, what?
yeah, you can do it too.
Okay.
Well, fuck.
Here's a better question. Do y'all care about the Fantastic Beasts?
I do actually,
Yeah.
but sorry, it's 'cause I was trying to concentrate.
No, you're
but,
playing. You're good. You're good. No. Answer later. Answer later.
I think it's fucked up that they just kicked him out.
Damn it!
There's obviously like a
Thank you.
cancel culture now for her, isn't there?
Yeah.
Jared, I added Moo Freeze. Like, I have your fucking regular fucking PSN. Or is it does the lowercase make a difference? Because I have Moo Freeze, but with a capital F.
Ugh, fuck me. I'm feeling it, boys.
Yeah, apparently you fuck
Bodied.
Moo Freeze. I invited you, Jared. It says you haven't been online in a month, so if it's something different, Moofreeze. I think Beth was watching at some point.
There he is.
There he is.
What's good?
What
What
if?
up?
Now I have Key stuck in my ear.
Dude. Yeah, that
What
shit
are you
was hilarious.
Thanks, Zach.
I'm just gonna stop the pod and then we could all just kick it in the party.
For sure.
Well, I mean, I'm telling them, and then I'll just be the only one able to hear you.